My name is Erin. I'm a writer. Welcome back to my channel. This is officially day 6 of NaNoWriMo, and I have hit 25,000 words. I'm excited about this project. The more I write it, the more I expand on it, evolving it, feels amazing that you can feel like sorry, only that in here yet, sweet. Um, I wanted to share a talk that's on the NaNoWriMo site by Stephanie Perkins on what matters most. It says, Dear novelist, I've been trying to write this pep talk to you. I've been talking to you for the last 2 weeks. I've thrown up 3 drafts. I feel embarrassed, sad, frustrated, and a little confused. I love National Novel Writing Month. I've spoken passionately about it and must continue to speak passionately whenever I'm asked about it in the future. So why has this pep talk, this letter to you, been so difficult for me to write? Sometimes the things that matter the most to us are the hardest things to actually do. Sometimes it matters so much that we never do them because our fear of failure is stronger than our fear of not even trying. You are still trying. I am so proud of you. Before NaNoWriMo, I never finished a draft of my novel. I worked for 7 years in an D and I only had 70 pages to show for it. My fear was growing. I was beginning to believe that I didn't have the discipline necessary to become an author, and it was devastating. I used to poo-poo NaNoWriMo. How could anyone write a good novel in a month? I don't see the point. It isn't about writing a good novel. It's about writing a novel. It's about finishing what you started, and lesson I certainly still needed to learn. I found that out of desperation, if I couldn't write something with a beginning, middle, and end before summer, I'd stop trying. I let go of my fear of writing a bad novel and used that pit of energy to fuel the act of writing itself. Here's what I want you to know. The kindest thing you can do for yourself right now is to let go of this fear. Don't worry about writing something bad. Just write. There will be a time when your journey grows tough. The idea that seems so shiny and cool in your head doesn't seem so shiny and cool on the page. It's not quite what you had in mind. The rush and thrill of the adventure is fading, and reality, the time and work it'll take to reach those 50,000 words is sinking in. Your friends, family, and coworkers are tired of hearing you talk about it. Perhaps you're even regretting them that you told them at all because now they're all about to watch you fail. Well, don't. Don't fail. Keep writing until you reach the end. If you get stuck, take your protagonist down a different path. This isn't the draft that you're going to publish. This is the draft that will help you figure out what story you're really trying to tell. Novels aren't written by muses who come down through the ceiling and shoot magic through your fingers and onto your laptop's keyboard. Before NaNoWriMo, some teensy part of me still believe that because writing is creative act, it should feel easy. But fairies don't write novels. They're written with one simple equation. Time plus work equals novel. I hadn't had much success before NaNoWriMo because I hadn't been putting in enough time or work. My experience of writing 50,000 words in a month proves that big, lofty, crazy, stunning goals can be achieved. Showed me that even bigger goals, saying turning a bad novel into a great one, can also be achieved. All 3 of my published novels have started with a NaNoWriMo draft. It's one of the few things that I can definitely point to and say, this changed everything. Writing this letter was difficult because this month means a lot to me, just like it means a lot to you. That's why this feels hard. It matters. How beautiful is that? Keep writing. Stephanie Perkins. Okay, so that's the pep talk I want to share with you guys. There are many reasons why I chose that particular pep talk to share out of all the ones that are posted, and it's because I read it when it first came out, and it means a lot to me. Because when I have never, oh, I'm not gonna say never. I have won NaNoWriMo, like maybe once or twice in my life. Um, and I've never gotten as passionate. I've always, what's the word? I always felt drained by the end of the month. Like the project took too much out of me, and like it wasn't the right one to tell. This project, on the other hand, it's different. I I don't really know how to explain it. I just know that I worked hard on it last month too. Like I've been working on this project all year, I took a couple breaks here and there throughout like the months and stuff. And I wrote like draft one. It was like not really a like concrete draft. It was just kind of like me jotting around like the ideas and not really like forming where they go and stuff. Um, but anyways, for this draft, I literally did a lot of work for it, and like as a planter, it's like you put it. You don't think doing so much work is gonna help you. You don't think it's gonna be. You don't think it's gonna be the thing that moves you to the next step. But doing that and prepping so much for this novel and like being and feeling like an active part of the novel itself has just made me like I don't know more excited to work on it. Like, and it's not because I it's not because I don't know where the story is going, or like it's not because I do know where the story is going because or hold on, I'm trying to formulate my thoughts. I'm not really articulating my thoughts really well right now because I feel really emotional today. And I don't really know why. I just this project it's taken a lot out of me already. And it's only day 6. And this project it's definitely gonna a seed like 50,000 words. I'm thinking at this point it's fantasy novel, so it's probably gonna be more than that. 2,000 just like waiting and then I want to hit stuff. Um. Anyways, the point that I'm trying to get across is that keep going, keep writing, even when you get halfway through the month and it feels exhausting and you're tired, you feel like giving up. Think about what matters most. Think about what you want to get from this project, what you want to tell, the story you want to tell, the answers you want to find. Because with every project you work on, with every project that you write, you're always going to learn something about yourself as well. Not just about your characters, not just about the plot, not just about the way it's formatted, or the structure you're telling, or the genre, but you learn something about yourself as well. And I think that's so important to point out and to notice. And that's another reason why I chose this one, because to talk about what matters most. And thinking about what matters most to me in this project, like not only is it to the people I like in the future that I gave this book to, but it's because I'm getting so invested in these characters and their lives and their story and how it's being told that I am putting all my energy into getting to know them as they're real people, and it just feels like an emotional connection. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, I guess what I'm trying to get at is allow yourself to be as passionate and as excitable as you want. Don't let anyone stop you from writing this book and from getting your project out, even if it's not like an actual book, if it's a musical like I was talking about last month, or if it's poetry or anything really, like a pilot, or just like whatever you want, like just work on getting the project out, be passionate about it yourself. If you talk your family's ear off about it, it's okay. Just do it. I'm sorry, I told you guys I was emotional today. I don't really know why, but I am. Anyways, that's it for today. uh, and I will see you all tomorrow. I don't really know yet if this is going to be like just video by itself, or if it's going to like if I'm going to like try doing like a weekly or like a daily like little rant like this, or like oh but yeah. Uh, I think I'm gonna make it where I'm trying to film every single day, and next thing I'll put it together at the end of the week. So yeah. Um so stay tuned for day 2. Or not day 2, day 1. Yeah. So tomorrow going full week and I'm celebrating that. So yeah. Okay. See you all next time. Or let's see. It is officially day 8 of NaNoWriMo. I skipped day 7. You probably noticed that. I wasn't feeling well yesterday. I'm still not completely feeling well today. So, this is probably gonna be a quick little update of where I'm at and how I'm going and how it's going. So, give me just a second to pull up NaNoWriMo and we'll look at my word count and talk about how many pages I'm at. I am at 27,000 words and 27,656 words out of 50,000, so I'm 55% right there. I've also decided at this point that I am going to be doing NaNoWriMo next month too if I do not finish the book this month. And at this point, I don't think I'm going to finish it. And then, oh, I might, I might, but I don't think I'm going to. So we're gonna figure that out as we go on and as we move on through the out this week. Because I'm thinking I have no idea how many words it's actually gonna be, and I'm trying to figure that out because I like knowing things. I like predicting how long it's going to be. At this point, I don't know. So I'm only at 90 pages, and that's 55% done. And I don't think that's right. Like, I know it's right because it's like there, but I feel like my story is going to be a lot longer than that, and because the fantasy probably is, these fantasies are like usually 66,000 to like 100,000 words, and I'm just like, am I going to do another 50,000 words on top of Nano? I don't know. Am I going to get to that part of this month? I don't know. I mean, I'm ahead right now, but I don't think I'm that much ahead. So, yeah, so if I don't finish the book this month, I'm continuing it on to next month, and I'm going to be doing the NaNoWriMo in December, and that seems so scary to me. Okay, you calm down now. Okay, and I've decided that every day I film, I'm going to be sharing a pep talk because I really liked doing it last time. And I kind of correlate it to how I'm feeling at the novel or just the ones that I really, really like. Like this one today is just one I really like because you just find out you see that and I absolutely love it. And it's Impossible Things, which is another thing I absolutely love. So here we go. Dear Rhinos, if you're trying to do an impossible thing, good. I love impossible things. I try to do at least one each year. I love everything about that word, impossible, and I love everything about slapping the I'm right off its smirking face. It turns out humans are pretty good at the impossible. Just last month, I read an article about an old lady who hand-fought a bear to keep it from eating the collie dog out of her backyard. There were photos. She was covered with claw marks. Impossible, said the bear. He didn't realize that was her specialty. When undertaking the impossible, however, it's important to remember what actually makes it impossible, because that's what you have to overcome. The non-threatening part isn't what makes NaNoWriMo impossible. Time is the only thing that makes NaNoWriMo impossible. I won't feel that way. It's going to feel like writing is the possible part. But all of the puzzles you're going to face, plot holes, character ocean rules, bad pacing, words needing to make any sort of logical sense, aren't even really problems. This is just what the writing process looks like. So I just love that process. The actual problem is that the most of these puzzles require time to solve. Here's how I fight time. Number one, know my project. I need to know what I want that final project to look like, where it sits on the shelf, why I'm writing it, how it will make the reader feel. Then ask myself with each chapter, does this belong in the book I said I was writing? 2. Never sit at my computer without knowing what I'm going to write. Some stuff I need to stimulate my physical body so my mind can play. Drive, walk, shower. 3. Why I need to stay with 30 minutes of reading, something that feels like what I'm trying to make, to remind myself how others accomplished it. 4. Brackets. If I know I need a beat but can't quite get the details yet, I place brackets around the words fight here or scene or so that I know I can go back and fix it later. 5. Move forward and backward. I go back and edit. I go forward and line. Rereading and scanning ahead helps me keep number 1 in mind. 6. Ignore word count. I live through the plot first, then I go back and flesh out the cut down as needed. Now get to work. Time's not on your side, but everything else is. Remember, you're about to overcome the impossible. And at least it's not a bear. Yours, Steve Otter. I love her. Oh my god. I love Becky Cedar. This is actually going to be the book I'm going to be trying to pick up to follow her advice to do 30 minutes a day of reading because fire, and the first line of the book was the first day of November, and so today someone will die. I haven't read it yet, so it's perfect for this, and yeah, but also, I'm not counting my school books as towards my reading of 3 minutes a day. I'm counting them towards getting my score done. So I will be doing more reading, and I'm currently reading The Stranger Beside Me for one of my English classes, and I'm excited about that book too. Yeah, so that's it for the update today, and I will see you all tomorrow with another update. It is officially day 9 of NaNoWriMo, and I'm at 29,000-ish words. Like, I reached 29,000, but this one's a little over that, so I didn't check before I started filming, so somewhere along that line. And I think on the NaNoWriMo site it says I am 55% done. Let me just pull up and check real quick. Alright, I'm at 58%, 3% higher. Woo! That is so exciting. Yes. So my editor brain is already like, Erin, you should go back and edit this chapter and combine these 2 chapters because like it's not fitting like the plot structure. It's not fitting where I want it to be at. I said I want to go fix it right now, but I know that's the problem for me, so I am pushing it to the back burner for now, and I'm trying to get over it. Also, I have these little plans where I just write on like brackets, like little things I need to know for like future meetings, like why am I not just writing that area now? Why I know how to do it, but like I don't. I've been trying to do like chapter each day, and I'm kind of been doing that, but I have in my document like 14 different chapters right now. It's only day 9, and like some of the chapters are finished and some are not, so I'm kind of all over the place with that. Let me see where chapter 9 is. See if it's finished. Yeah, it's finished. Okay, it ends with one of the characters storming off. So I think that's the end for that chapter. The next chapter is gonna be like 2 awkward individuals just trying to start a conversation, and like one's trying to question the other one about the prophecy, and it's like chaotic and stuff. It's like, I'm not gonna talk to you. Get Emma back in here, or get one of the other characters, because I'm not gonna talk to you because I blame you for the death of the hospital where a billion people died, and I was attacked because I was talking to you and getting her guide with you, then because last one's her guide with you, that things happened, so I don't trust you. There's something wrong with you. I'm really fine. Yes, it's that. Anyways, I have to have peppermint essential oil because I've been keeping migraines a lot lately, because I don't know if I've actually talked about this before, but I have like migraines every single day, and like they're problematic because I'm not on any medication for them, so like they're really bad. But peppermint oil essential oil helps them sometimes, so it's really nice. I don't know. That's a random little tidbit. Yeah. Anyways, I brought up my migraines because like they've been getting worse. Me like staring at the screen like every single day, like just to get words done and stuff. And I was going to start reading this book every single day, just for like 30 minutes stuff, but I have not even started it. Yeah, which upsets me because I really want to start it. Maybe I'll just do it like 30 minutes on the weekends or something like that. Because I just don't think I can do it every single day. Just because once I get done with writing for the day, I'm just like, I get really tired, and then I have to do schoolwork on top of that, which brings me to the second book, The Stranger Beside Me. I have to read this book, and I'm not very far in it. I read the what's it called, the foreword of the book, but now I have to read the preface before I even like start like the actual book that I have to quote for in a discussion post. Yeah, it's just a lot. I have to get done today, actually, because I was supposed to do it today, and I started the discussion post, even though I read it, because I don't know, I'm not the best when it comes to writing discussion posts for school, because I get, like, really emotional, and so, like, I kind of take time to write, like, all my feelings about, like, the topic on the thing, and then I go back and, like, I read the actual book, and then I, like, explain, like, why I feel this way, and, like, all that, and I don't know, it's just all over the place. I'm all over the place, I'm sorry, I keep saying that. But anyways, it's just gonna be a quick update for today, saying that I'm at 8% done. I wonder, let me check something, actually. 7, technically I'm only 29% done. If I did the math correctly, which I'm not sure if it did because I'm not a math person, I'm an English person for a reason. Literally, my major is literally English studies, and I'm taking the business management on top of that. But obviously, I have to take like statistics and accounting for that, and I'm just like, it's scary. I hope I don't fail. So, anyways, not about that. Enough about me. Let's talk about the small board. So, the characters have been divided again. The one group was like, "Oh, well, we're gonna say this word by ourselves because the way you're doing it, the way you're trying to manipulate us is not okay, and we're against that, and we're just gonna leave and do our own thing." And then Sam left before anybody could even like talk about leaving. She was like, "I have 12 hours. I'm leaving now. What you gonna do? Bye." Seriously, she's so. She's independent to like all at this point, because she's like, she's so scared of like losing them that she doesn't realize that maybe they're afraid of losing her too. So she's being reckless and impulsive and doing like dangerous things and getting herself like injured and stuff, and she's gonna end up being like super hurt at some point probably, and they're gonna end up finding her and they're gonna be like, "What did you do? Why do you do that?" Anyways, it's tense. I'm just thinking about future scenes. It follows my outline. Pretty much. I talked about this before, but this outline, like writing an outline, I really like the outlining process. I'm thinking of leaning more into being a planner now, but I'm still planning because sometimes I write scenes that are unexpected off my outline. I'm like, also, sorry with whispering. I don't really know why I'm doing that. Hello. It is day 10 of NaNoWriMo, and I just finished my live stream for today, and I reached 31,000 words today. This is the most I've ever written in 10 days. Like, that I've like, what's the word I'm looking for? That I've ever, like, measured, I guess? Because like, sometimes I write like a lot and I don't measure it, so I don't know how many words I get out. But 31,000 words in 10 days is just for me, and I am really happy about it. However, during the last sprint today, I realized a couple problems. I realized that I kind of want to add another point of view to this book to make it where there's 3 point of views, not just 2. I don't know how you feel about that yet. Because I think what I need to go back and do eventually is outline books 2 and see how many books in the series are actually going to be before it's finished. Because originally there's going to be 4 in the series. I think there's going to be 4. I don't remember a complete shirt because I did not think this far ahead. But now I'm thinking there's just gonna be 3. And if I do that, then I could do 3 point of views in each book. And then the last book, you'll have 6 point of views, which is taking that group. I want to do that. Although that was the entire plan in the first place. Is for the last book to have all the point of views in it. And so me not really gonna say a lot of people do that, but I don't know. I was also looking at my outline today. Because I have not been looking at my outline the entire time I've been working on this book. I just like, oh, I know my outline. And I'm just, it's right, it's right, it's right. I have not looked at my outline until I looked at it today. And now I'm like, you did not follow your outline as much as you thought you did, girl. I'm so stressed. Which is funny because I was talking about the other day how I thought me outlining everything was helping me and how I felt more like a planner, but like this is such a plan to move, like to have an outline and then not to follow it. Like even. Here's what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to have to readjust my outline after it's draft. And I'm going to write up my outline and figure out where it goes, make sure I'm hitting all the beats still, and yeah, I'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, I need to figure out what I'm doing right now because I'm at chapter 15, kind of, because I'm kind of going all over the place. I think I'm at chapter 15, so like, my goal was to have 30 chapters in this book, right? But now I'm thinking, is there going to be more chapters? Is there going to be less? I don't think there's going to be less. I think there's going to be more. So yeah, it's like, I'm so scared. I don't know why I feel so scared. I feel anxious about this. Like, I'm like, I was so happy to have my outline and then just to be from the outline. But I think what I need to do is plan out the actual battle scenes and like do that as an outline. Like, because I knew what the battle scenes were, but I didn't plan it through. I didn't plan out the moves. I didn't plan out I planned out the enemies and planned out the heroes that are gonna face them and I planned out that stuff, but I didn't plan out like how it's actually gonna play out, Like I do the auto plan. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. So I messed it up there. And now I'm gonna try outlining some patterns and see how that goes. Hopefully. I don't see before I begin completely, but I do have one battle scene that already kind of played out. It was not really a it was kind of they made some rules. They kind of like the money because they always material for each of them and stuff. And some of that was real. This was based on the prophecy, and she saw something that actually happened in the future. She didn't see something real. She saw what her biggest fear is. So they thought she'd be there longer. And it just didn't turn out that way. Anyways, that's right. Um, Sorry, I have to format it correctly because it's bothering me. That's not formatted. So obviously Thursday I'm going to keep working on those battle scenes and outlining them because I already got my workshop today and I'm like ahead of it. Like I think it's just 60 and I got 30 more lessons, so I think I'm good for today on that. But I also have to do homework today, so we'll see how I manage to time my time, manage to use my time wisely. Yeah, that's all. That's it for today. Thank you all so much for playing, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. It is officially day 12. It's officially day 11 of NaNoWriMo. And I got to 32,000 words today. 32,500 something. So, not bad for today. I'm excited about my project. I see a lot of things I'm going to have to edit or change or like combine. So I'm like, I'm telling myself, yeah, I could edit it either next month or in January, whenever I decide to do that, depending on whenever I finish this book through this draft. I'm exhausted. I forgot to share a pep talk yesterday. And so this week's theme was pep talk, so I will go ahead and share one for today. This one is also a new one. It came out on the 8th. If I read Williams Garcia on Forgiving Your First Draft. Here's what it says. First, let me salute you as you embark on your NaNoWriMo journey. The very idea of sitting down and jackhammering away nail by nail until till the house is built absolutely stays with me. There was once a time when I could do what you're about to do. For my first novels, I had to anchor myself going down a dirty draft of my novel in 2 days, but now, not so much. In the month that you'll commit to grinding, I'll be staring off into nothingness to visualize images, to my ear to voice, see and hear a character emerge. When I'm done staring off into nothingness, I'll research directly from remote protection. There's no heartbreak, like falling in love with an idea, image, or writing, only to later rip it out because the stars don't align factually or chronologically. Who has time for that kind of heartbreak? Research gives me concreteness. I wake up every morning and tell myself the story before I get out of bed. I handwrite the basic story, or more than 2 pages every morning. Something different occurs to me. Understand fears, motivation, my character responses make sense. Story-based force, I crusade myself into a frenzy of and then. I'm ready to do what you were about to do. Focus. Write. Just because I'm ready to write doesn't mean I completely know my story and the prose will be good. Those first and second drafts tell the story but are unreadable. I don't mean This is no false modesty way means written in placeholder or essay placeholders or self-protection. I keep two mantras near me as I work. Mother, forgive. Please forgive. You might recognize this protagonist flee from the zoo monk kids bestseller The Secret Life of Bees. If I see this first draft as anything other than its higher purpose, proof of story, I will judge it, crush it, aim my criticisms at myself, think myself as a worthless writer, think of mean things we think when we judge a thing that's not yet ready for the light of day. Well, I'm going to do that in some form anyway. The difference is I know they're just yet to come, each with their own higher purpose. I'll get over myself and get to work. Though at this early stage, I must forgive. This thing. To the ancient Egyptians foresee a black lady holding her nose while she writes, maybe not. This is while a theme from Normati's translation, Awakening of Osiris, Egyptian Book of the Dead, a fresh ideas, genius when still alive, moving, kicking up strain without moving an idea, then to halt, rots and thinks up the joint. If I give an impression for cultures or frustration of paradox in my work and tries to lay there and think, mother forgive, alright. While this text reads, it is true that the stink is also true that the river is beautiful. Forgive. Move forward. Create in peace. Let's read this talk. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I started sharing it. So it's almost like I titled it as like here's one. But that's like unnecessary on that. But forgiving your first draft is so important. And even if it's not your first draft, but it's like an early draft, forgiving that too is really important. Just like focusing on where you're at and getting it out there and getting it onto the page, studying it and getting to explore your characters and your theme and all of that. That's really important to do. So, yeah. Forgive yourself for writing whatever draft you're on, and whether it's a good draft or a bad draft, it doesn't matter right now. It's just important is to finish that draft. And yeah, that's it for today's little update and tangent or whatever. It is day 12 of NaNoWriMo, and I kept trying to film this. I kept trying, I don't know, to make it all make sense, I guess. But nothing really makes sense right now. I've talked about my mental illness a little bit before, but it's beating my ass this month. I know it's because I'm off my meds right now. And I know I really need to get back on them. I'm scared. Have you ever felt so afraid of yourself, so afraid of what you're capable of that you kind of stop living altogether? Like, sometimes you're going way too fast and you can't stop yourself and you're trying really hard to stop yourself because you know if you don't stop yourself, you're going to go too far, you're going to push it too far, you're going to go way too far, and you're not going to be able to come back to this point. I want to enjoy this point, I really do, but I feel like I keep just looking towards the end goal, 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 the end goal. I'm sorry. I'm fine. I'm fine. My point is, this week was all about pep talks. So, here's mine. Just caring about the word counts. Sorry about that, my alarm went off. Here we go again. Stop caring about the word counts. Stop caring about the race against time for just a second. For just a second, take a moment to breathe. You're going to be okay. It's not the end of the world if you don't hit your goal today. You're brave and strong. You deserve to feel proud of yourself. So do it. Feel proud. Remember why you're writing the story, what you're trying to tell, what you learned about yourself along the way. Remember that the person you were back then, when you first started the story, is not who you are when you'll finish the story. You will change 1,000 times. You will become 1,000 different people. 1,000 different moments in your lifetime will surpass between when you started and when you end. When you end, you will one day come to an end. But that's not the point. Focus on now. Be now. Focus on now. I just started going off script. Wasn't noticed. What I'm trying to say is believe in yourself. It doesn't matter if you're not at the goal you thought you'd be at today, or if you're not at the word count you're supposed to be at, or if you're not at the point in your project that you wanted to be at. It's okay. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. You don't have to write the 50,000 words. You just keep going every single day. Keep writing just a little bit more, just a little bit more, and just a little bit more, and you'll get there one day. You'll get there. Just keep going. Even when it feels like such an impossible thing, remember impossible things are good. Humans are built for impossible things. It's okay to do an impossible thing. Just don't be so hard on yourself that you forget that you are an impossible thing yourself, that you are brave and you are strong and you are beautiful and you are amazing and oh my god. It's okay if you don't finish the book this month. And it's okay if you do. Just remember to breathe. I want to remember to breathe. Anyways, that wasn't really a pep talk. It was kind of all over the place. I didn't really think through what I was gonna say completely. So, yeah, that's that. Kind of embarrassing. I'm sorry. I kind of had a mental breakdown before this and during this and probably after this. So, thanks for all joining. This is it for week 2. Let me know how it's going for you down in the comments, and I will see you all soon. Bye. Sorry about the train.